Good morning, everyone. Agutavach, Shavua Tov. We are continuing here in the Psukim of Bitachon. And today we have another pasuk in Tehillim Tes, Perek Tes, verse Yud, which is 9:10. And the pasuk says like this: V'yihi Hashem mizgav ladach. Hashem will be a tower of strength, ladach, for those that are oppressed. Mizgav li'itais batzara. He will be a tower of strength for those in times of distress. Amun and Bitachon is such that a person has to know that whatever situation they are going through in their lives, no matter how much pressure, no matter how oppressed they feel, no matter how much stress is going on, no matter how many difficulties are piling up one after the other, how many disappointments, how many things don't work out our way, how much, think about it right now, now is Pesach, the time is coming, everybody's going, it's chaos all over the house, you're kashering and something ends up getting trafed up again, you're trying to buy all the food and you're looking at the prices, you're wondering how you're going to pay for everything, families coming in, not every family gets along 100% perfectly, the parents come, the aunts and uncles come, the children come back, and each one in their own place, they're having their own struggles in life. Vayhi Hashem mizgav ladach. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a tower of strength for the oppressed, which means that when a person feels the oppression of life, when they feel the difficulties squashing them, when they feel the stress is piling up, when they're feeling suffocated from all the chaos that's going on around them, and they're not sure they're going to make it through another day, you should know, Mizgav, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a tower, He's a pillar of strength. Just hold on to Him, He's going to support you. You have nothing to worry about. You've got the Rabbi Shalom on your side. Don't stress out about things. Mizgav li'itais batzara. And if you're in the time of distress, which people go through their own distressful things, whether it's because people are putting them through that, or whether sometimes we do it to ourselves. There are people who live in their heads all day long and they're constantly worrying, gnawing at themselves, eating themselves up alive. They eat themselves up with jealousy. They eat themselves up with longing for things that they can't have. They worry about this person. They worry about that person. They worry about what's that one going to say and what's this one going to say. They're worrying about where this will come from and that will come from. They're trying to plan a life that they don't even have. I'll get married. I'll have 2.5 kids. I'll live in a house over here. I'm going to have this kind of a job. My wife will be like this. A person can be in a world of constant distress. And that's only because we took the Rabbi Shalom out of the picture. But the moment that you realize, Mizgav, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is my tower of strength, and the tower doesn't go anywhere, there's not like Chalila, the twin towers, that were two standing structures in the sky, in the landscape, in the skyscraper of New York all of those years, and Rishoyim came along and they took their planes and they plowed into them and the skyscrapers are gone right now. That's not the kind of tower that the Rebbeinu Shalom is. He is an impenetrable tower. He is a tower, he is a Mizgav that will stand through the test of time. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is here from before the world was created. He's been along in the most tumultuous of times since the world has been created. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be here even after the world ceases, when Mashiach will come and we'll live in a brand new creation and existence. The tower that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is will always exist and always last. So what are you going through? Are you going through pogroms? Are you going through a Holocaust? Are you going through a Churban Abayis, Beis HaMikdash? Are you going through the oppression of the Yidden that suffered in Mitzrayim and watched their children get killed in front of their very own eyes, or were beaten by the taskmasters day and night? They had lesions all over them. They were exhausted and they were told, if you don't work, that's going to be the end of you. Has our life been that terrible? And yet, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was a Mizgav Ladach. Wherever the Yidden were in history and we were oppressed, HaKadosh Baruch Hu continued to be our stronghold. He continued to be our tower of strength to make sure that we never fell and we never faltered, and we just had to call out to him and be Bitachon Hashem, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He rescued us and He saved us. Klal Yisrael has never been destroyed. We are a nation that hundreds of nations have tried to shmat us out, to remove us from this world. And yet HaKadosh Baruch Hu, like we say in the Haggadah, everybody tries to rise up against us, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Matzileinu miyadam, He saves us from their hands because He is the Mizgav, He is the stronghold. If that's the case, then whatever we are going through in our lives, it's not the slavery of Mitzrayim, it's not the crematoriums of Auschwitz, it's not the pogroms where they were killing and lynching people on the streets, it's not an inquisition where the Jewish blood was running down these roads of Spain, it's not a Churban Abayis where the enemies are coming in and wrecking our Beis HaMikdash and killing and slaughtering millions. We're suffering, we're struggling, and I'm not coming to minimize anything that a person goes through. But if HaKadosh Baruch Hu can be with our nation for thousands of years to make sure that we endure and we survive, and He will be our stronghold there, Al Achas Kama V'Kama Rabbi Sai, let us realize how much HaKadosh Baruch Hu can be together with us. So whether it is a person that is suffering in sickness, whether it is a person that's suffering in parnasa, whether it is a person that is struggling in shidduchim, struggling in bearing children, struggling in raising children, whatever it is, the issue that you are going through, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the Mizgav Ledach. He is the stronghold, the tower of strength to those that are oppressed. Mizgav li'itois batzara, and He is the tower of strength for people, for Klal Yisrael, for the nation, for individuals in the time of our distress. Be boiteach b'Hashem, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will carry you through everything that we go through in our lives. Have a wonderful day.